Okay, so towards the end of Article 10, a lot of these sections are very short, but one of them that isn't is CPLR 1012. This is going to be my overview of that. And it's intervention as a right for any person. It's also notice to the Attorney General, city, county, town, or village where constitutionality is an issue. All right, so basically, in a nutshell, when there's constitutionality, like rules or regulations that are being questioned or sued, and action is being brought because of those, you're going to want to get those attorneys to intervene. They need to be permitted to intervene to protect that constitutionality. Okay, and so those people that are going to be the protectors in those particular cases are the Attorney General if it's New York City. If it's outside of New York City, it would be the attorneys for the city, county, town, or village. That's just a quick overview. Now I'm going to read code, and I'm also going to again comment on what it is. First part of the code, though, is dealing with just a person, not any action against the city, the town, or the state. Okay, so as the code says, this is intervention as a right. This is just for a regular old person like me or you. Upon timely motion, any person shall, when statute of the state confers an absolute right to intervene. 2, when representatives of persons' interests are inadequate, the person may be bound by judgment. So basically, let's say somebody is representing a person and doing something in their interest, but whatever they're doing is inadequate. The person has a right to intervene to protect themselves from whatever judgment's going to happen because that person's representation is inadequate. Okay, 3, when action involves the disposition or distribution of, or the title or claim for damages for injury to property and person may be affected adversely by judgment. So again, it's the same thing. So this has to do with involving the disposition or distribution of the title. I'm not exactly sure. I would assume it would be a title to a property since they're mentioning property here. So title or claim for damages for injury to property and the person may be affected adversely. They have a right to intervene. Okay, now we're going to go to number 2, which talks about constitutionality. We're going to start, because it's actually 3B, but it's under another section. I put them reversed, so I'm gonna go and start with the state because that's what comes next in the order in the code. So 3B is constitutionality of statute of state or rules of regulation state, and the state is not a party. So the action is against certain rules and regulations of the state, but the state is not in the action. Then the Attorney General shall be notified and permitted to intervene to protect that constitutionality of the rules and regulations that are being sued against, that an action is being brought up on. Okay, then that was in the city. So if it's New York City, Attorney General is going to intervene. Now we're going outside of New York City. We're going to the city, the county, what is it? Hold on, let me just read it straight out the code. Constitutionality of local law, ordinance, rule, or regulation of a city, county, town, or village that's not a party of the action. Such city, county, town, or village attorney shall be notified. They must be notified and permitted to intervene in support of its constitutionality. Okay, and so that is CPLR 110.12. The name of that section again is intervention as a right. Notice to Attorney General, city, county, town, or village where constitutionality is an issue.